Hello everyone. In this video I will be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Imran Riaz Khan to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let us go through the key developments and insights in Imran Riaz Khan's words. What I have been discussing for the past 2 weeks is that a subtle operation is underway in Pakistan, and recently a major operation is being carried out silently. This operation is being conducted at a time when Pakistan has presented an extremely harsh budget, and this budget is an IMF budget. This means that for the first time in Pakistan, the government itself is forced to say, and the government itself states, that the budget was indeed approved after taking approval from the IMF. News reports also confirm this, meaning the government takes permission from the IMF for every decision. The government acts according to IMF's directives. In fact, the government has given the IMF access to many institutions and many aspects. This had never happened before in the history of Pakistan. However, with great audacity, the government not only accepts all these things but also claims that they are doing it in Pakistan's interest. Previously, this same government used to make similar allegations against the previous government, even though that government had not taken such measures. Back then, inflation was not this bad, and the conditions were not like this. Anyway, let us get to that subtle operation. The Pakistani government and the establishment are working on a subtle operation that suggests what happened in 2018 is the same as what happened in 2024. This is being repeatedly asserted, and various touts are being brought into the field. People from various sectors are being deliberately brought forward and told Imran Khan also did the same thing, so they have also done the same. They want to prove everyone is alike. Look, they could not bring Imran Khan down, nor could they elevate Nawaz Sharif, so they are trying to create possibilities to make both equal. For this, new touts are being introduced to argue that the same thing happened in 2018. And that election was also similar. Is Pakistanis' memory weak, or can Pakistanis be fooled so easily? Let me put some facts before you about what happened in 2024 that you could not even imagine or think about in 2018. The 2018 election was like any other election in Pakistan, where the establishment would interfere a little, making minor adjustments where they saw an opportunity. But the entire 2024 election, how it was designed, how it was contested, and how its results were manipulated, was unprecedented in Pakistan's history. Such a deplorable election has never happened before. Let me present a few things to you, though I could present many more, but for the sake of factual accuracy, I will stick to these. In 2018, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf was the most popular party in all surveys, and consequently, they formed the government. However, in the 2024 election, PTI was still the most popular party in all surveys, but they were not allowed to form the government. Kidnappings of elected representatives. In 2018, no MLAs or MPAs, those contesting the election, were kidnapped. But in 2024, this happened. Nomination papers. In 2018, nomination papers were not snatched from aspiring MPAs or MLAs when they went to submit them. In 2024, this happened. Supporters and proposers. In 2018, proposers and seconders were not kidnapped or disappeared. In 2024, this happened. Election symbols. In 2018, no political party's election symbol was snatched. In 2024, the election symbol of the largest and most popular political party was snatched. Mass arrests. In 2018, 10,000 members of any political party were not imprisoned. A few people would get jailed, which happens with every political party. Nawaz Sharif and Maryam Nawaz themselves came from abroad and sacrificed by going to jail, which also gave them political benefit. But to imprison 10,000 members of one political party only happened in 2024. Rejection of nomination papers. In 2018, nomination papers of candidates were not rejected on a large scale. However, in 2024, nomination papers of candidates were rejected on a massive scale. Bureaucracy and rigging. In 2018, returning officers were not appointed to the bureaucracy. Judges handled this. In 2024, bureaucrats were appointed as returning officers and were used to carry out rigging. Attacks on homes and privacy. In 2018, there were no attacks on the sanctity of homes and private spaces. But in 2024, close to 100,000 raids took place and homes and private spaces were attacked. Forced disappearances and confessions. In 2018, there were no forced disappearances or abductions for statements. This means someone would be picked up, disappear for a while and then reappear, stating that Imran Khan is not a good person. He is a very bad person, so please let me go. I have no connection with PTI. These abductions for statements were carried out by Pakistan's agencies in 2024 and 2023, but not in 2018. Suppression of political parties. In 2018, the party that was under scrutiny, people said PMLN was under scrutiny at that time, did not have its leader completely disappeared or silenced. Nawaz Sharif's advertisements, posters, speeches and name on TV were all allowed. The media had no restrictions on them. In fact, their party openly campaigned, held rallies everywhere, and Shahbaz Sharif ran a full campaign. However, in 2024, Imran Khan's image and voice were completely absent. He was not visible or audible, and there were media restrictions on even naming him. Despite this, he contested the election. Sentencing before elections. A week before the 2018 election, courts were not held day and night to sentence any leader to 35 years in jail. But this was also done in 2024. Frivolous cases. In 2018, absurd cases like Idat and Safar were not fabricated, but this was also done in 2024. Media restrictions. In 2018, there were no restrictions on naming anyone on TV and in the media. But in 2024, this was also the case. Internet shutdowns. In the 2018 election, there were no internet restrictions, but in the 2024 election, internet restrictions were imposed. Replacement of returning officers mid-election. In the 2018 election, returning officers were not changed in the middle of the night. In the 2024 election, returning officers were changed in the middle of the night. Manipulation of results, Form 47. In the 2018 election, results were not withheld, and everyone was not gathered to be offered fake Form 47s for 17 seats. However, in the 2024 election, fake Form 47s were offered at a time when Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf was clearly winning with a lead in 180 seats, even without their own election symbol. At that time, the results were stopped. Everyone was called, seated, intimidated, and told, "Sir, we can give you fake Form 47s." They agreed, and then a deal was made for fake Form 47s. Unprecedented rigging and post-election manipulation. In every election in Pakistan, the establishment interferes a little, but this election has been the dirtiest in the last 50 years. What happened in 2018 was the result that came out. But after the 2024 election, results continued to be changed for several days. Seats won by independent candidates of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf were later given to PMLN through recounts, and this was done in several places. This happened in 2024. After the 2018 election, laws were not changed and tribunals were not changed. But in 2024, all of this was done to hide the rigging. Retired judges were appointed as tribunals to hear rigging cases. Even the constitution was changed to protect the 2024 election, and the judicial structure was also destroyed. A very important thing is that there was a level playing field in 2018. Nawaz Sharif and Mariam Nawaz were in jail, which actually benefited PMLN. Even if they had not been in jail, PMLN would not have gained much. It was an even playing field because they completed their campaign almost entirely. However, a level playing field was completely absent in 2024. In 2024, you could not raise the flag of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, could not chant their slogans, could not open a PTI office, could not set up a PTI camp, and could not even display a poster of Imran Khan. Despite all this barbarity, the people made Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf successful in the 2024 election. Now, many touts are trying to prove that 2018 and 2024 were the same. This is a difference between heaven and earth. They cannot be the same. I agree that Pakistan's establishment has always done despicable things. I agree that Pakistan's establishment has always tried to steal the people's mandate. I agree that Pakistan's establishment has played a dirty and deplorable role in every election. But what they did in 2024 cannot be compared to their past record. Yes, there is only one election where Bangladesh broke away and became two pieces when Yahya Khan did not accept the election results and Zulfikar Ali Bhutto did not accept the results. At that time, Pakistan was split into two pieces, but that was 50 to 55 years ago. The reality is that the establishment is very bad. But the establishment has never played such a terrifying role as it did in 2024, so those who are trying to equate these two things are perpetrating a subtle operation. I have laid out the facts before you. Another point that is often made is that Nawaz Sharif and Zardari also served jail time. So Imran Khan is also in jail, and that Imran Khan gets meetings in jail and he gets this and that in jail. Oh brother, he does not get anything. The facilities Imran Khan gets in jail are not even 10% of what Zardari and Nawaz Sharif received. Imran Khan is confined in a cell that Nawaz Sharif and Zardari probably never spent a single day in their lives. Imran Khan is confined in a small 6x8 cell. His entire life is within that. His luxury is merely getting a book to read, while Zardari and Nawaz Sharif have no connection with books and needed much more, which they always received. Nawaz Sharif even had an air conditioner installed in his jail cell. They both received the A-class suites that leaders get. Both of them have a record of never being able to spend more than a few months in jail. They would always fall ill and be shifted to hospitals or better places on medical grounds. This is the record of these families and their parties. Imran Khan is becoming the only leader in Pakistan who has remained in jail and has not been admitted to a hospital even for a single day, nor has he feigned illness even for a day. So this difference is also like heaven and earth. Some people combine these two things to create a situation, to try and manipulate the narrative, and to prove that Imran Khan and these other people are all alike. Another such manipulation is being carried out by a segment of Pakistan's media. This is the media that cannot show Imran Khan's name, but can show pictures of Netanyahu and Moeed. This is the media that can broadcast statements from Pakistan's enemies, but cannot bring forward Imran Khan's statements. When people from this same media repeatedly demand to know why Imran Khan has not tweeted about Israel yet, then you should understand that this is hypocrisy. Let us assume Imran Khan has not tweeted yet, or perhaps he will have a meeting in a day or two and might tweet again, or his statement about Iran might come out. It might, or it might not. But the point is, are all of Imran Khan's past statements against Israel or his statements in favor of Palestinians being shown by the Pakistani media today? Or did the Pakistani media even show them when Imran Khan gave those statements from jail? Today, all the media is in a hurry to get Imran Khan's statement. I have a question for the media. Out of Imran Khan's last 10 statements, how many have you broadcast and played on your channels? You have not, have you? Then why do you show this hypocrisy by demanding his statement at all costs? You do not demand statements from those who are out and about. You do not ask the Prime Minister for a statement. You do not ask the Army Chief for a statement. You do not ask Nawaz Sharif for a statement. You do not ask Zardari for a statement. You do not ask these other people what their statement is or why they are not speaking or giving a narrative, but you ask Imran Khan. This is also a type of hypocrisy being perpetrated in Pakistan. Overseas Pakistanis' disappointment. Now, viewers, the meeting between the Field Marshal, General Asim Munir, and Donald Trump has caused disappointment within Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, especially among overseas Pakistanis. They had worked very hard and believed that whenever Donald Trump spoke about Pakistan or with Pakistan, he would definitely mention Imran Khan and the injustice being done to him. However, that conversation perhaps did not happen or has not been reported yet. It might be reported in the coming days. Imran Khan's path to justice. The situation is exactly what Imran Khan had said. Imran Khan stated that he would find justice on the streets because the condition of the judiciary is before you. The international pressure that was expected to come for justice in Pakistan is also before you. In such circumstances, Imran Khan will indeed find justice on the streets. Will Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf be able to come out on the streets and get justice for Imran Khan? This is a question that, in my opinion, is not very useful to raise anymore, because the leadership of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has repeatedly squandered opportunities. Especially Ali Amin Gandapur squandered two such opportunities where Imran Khan, from jail, initiated a significant historical movement and tried very hard. A large number of people came out, a very large number, but that opportunity was wasted. The current leadership of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf is once again trying to build momentum for protests. All those people whom the establishment had kept trailing behind a truck's tail light, believing Imran Khan would be out soon, that things would get better. All those people are now very disappointed with the establishment as well, because the establishment has deceived them again. As soon as the establishment got a little room, as soon as their relations with the American administration saw some slight improvement and a meeting environment was created, as soon as the establishment got a bit of cushioning after the India conflict, their attitude changed immediately. Now they have no concern, or for now, until they are in trouble or get stuck, they will continue this deception. This is visibly clear. Political landscape and the shoe polish formula. Now those within Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf who had hoped to appease the establishment have received a major setback. The conciliatory group within Tehreek-e-Insaf is now left with no option but resistance. And as for the current rulers, there is so much democracy among them that you would be surprised. Bilawal tweeted about this. Their situation is such that the army chief in his speech in America compared rulers to dogs. As he said, referring to a journalist reporting there, if even a dog is ruling over you and does good work, you should support it. The fact that the army chief compared a ruler to a dog, and despite this, the current government remained completely silent, is very interesting. Even if the army chief said anything else to this government or any government, they would not have said a word. No matter how much politicians are insulted, no matter how much rulers are insulted, the shoe polishing must continue, because they have understood that as long as they polish shoes, they will keep getting the bone of power. And the one who throws the bone, and to whom he throws the bone, he then considers him what the army chief said. Now the issue is that despite this, no one's self-respect has been awakened. And what a fate for poor Shahbaz Sharif. One title comes from somewhere, another title comes from somewhere else. And amidst these titles, he quietly enjoys power, throwing his head back, and he never gets angry, his self-respect never awakens. Bilawal Zardari's stance and the new political game. Now, one thing is this, another is Bilawal Zardari and the Pakistan People's Party. Bilawal Zardari is announcing the good news of the Field Marshal's meeting with Donald Trump on his Twitter. This is the same political party whose leader used to say that the army should not interfere in politics, that the army has no other job than its own. This means that the army should not interfere in matters of foreign policy, domestic policy, and administrative matters. Today, the son of that very lady, Benazir Bilawal Zardari, offers congratulations and brings good news to the nation that the Field Marshal is meeting with the American president. You can imagine they have mentally accepted that they have to enjoy power by sitting in the lap of the military establishment. The Pakistan People's Party has also decided this. PMLN has also decided this. Now, the competition between them will not be about public support. The competition between them will not be about who gathers how much public support. The competition between them will always be about who polishes shoes better. The one who polishes shoes better will have increased chances of forming the federal government, and they will get provincial governments as well. This is the formula running in their minds. Until the people awaken, these things will continue to happen. Dictatorship within political parties. Now, the opposition was supposed to deliver a speech in the Punjab Assembly. There, the forefront microphones, which belonged to the opposition leader, were broken by someone, and the back ones were turned off. Imagine there is such a great dictatorship within their own ranks. Then what is the need for a dictator? These political parties, while praising dictators, have themselves become dictators. Iran-Israel conflict update. Viewers, there are some reports regarding Iran and Israel. Iran has launched a massive missile attack on Israel, causing widespread destruction. More than 50 Israeli civilians have been injured in the attacks. In the latest attack, dozens of drones and advanced ballistic missiles were launched by Iran. This missile was probably not used before. These are new missiles. Many videos are also emerging now. Besides this, considerable fear has spread among Israeli civilians hiding in secret locations or bunkers due to the Iranian attacks. Things are being reported in this regard. Meanwhile, the Israeli defense minister has issued a fresh threat, stating that after the hospital attack, they have justification to assassinate Ayatollah Khamenei, and an attack on Ayatollah Khamenei can now be carried out. On the other hand, Iran and its allies have stated that if any such action is taken against Ayatollah Khamenei, or if any major step is taken, or if an attempt is made to assassinate him or he is assassinated, then the consequences will be severe, and the situation will become terrifying. Path to peace. Now, viewers, what is happening at this moment is that Iran has expressed readiness for negotiations that had ended on nuclear matters, and an important meeting has been scheduled in Geneva. The path to negotiations with Iran has opened to some extent, and if this meeting now takes place and the ice starts to melt, it can be hoped that a ceasefire will occur. Iran wants a ceasefire and for the war not to escalate further, because Iran has also caused damage to Israel, while Israel caused significant damage to Iran in its initial attacks, martyring its military leadership and scientists, and damaging its nuclear sites. Iran is now also claiming that we were not making an atom bomb. We had no intention of doing so. In 2003, Ayatollah Khamenei forbade Iran from becoming a nuclear power, so we were not supposed to make an atom bomb. Now Iran is bringing this stance forward, and along with this stance is also opening the doors for talks. Trump's order and public opposition to talks. On the other hand, American newspapers have officially reported that Donald Trump has given the order for an attack, but the attack will not begin until the final order is given. Iran has also stated that it is now ready to negotiate with the US for a ceasefire. However, Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei has publicly opposed negotiations with the US, meaning he is saying that they will not negotiate with the US. But according to the Times of Israel, a New York Times report stated that a senior official of the Iranian Foreign Ministry said that Iran is ready to negotiate with the US. Russia's role as a mediator. Look, you have to talk, whether you do it after the war or before the war. Talks are the solution to the problem. The Russian president's statement also came, and he said that he is ready to play the role of a mediator in ending the Iran-Israel war and can play the role of a mediator. Russia is a country that is in contact with both Israel and Iran, and this country can play this role to bring about a ceasefire. Look, there are many countries that are in contact with both countries, and Russia is at the forefront. America has contact with Israel and a bit of hostility with Iran, but Russia has relations with both countries and can also bring about a ceasefire. So here peace can be given a chance if global powers wish at this moment. Peace can immediately occur in the region. However, if peace does not happen now and they move towards a regime change in Iran or a major war, then the situation will escalate. We cannot currently predict how far things will go. That wraps up our translation of Imran Riaz Khan's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.